Miss TTUK, peace and blessings to you, Queen. How you doing? Ethan Fresh, 73, salute. Easy Money, 12217, salute. Joshua Ellis, salute. Star City J, salute. Op B Brown, salute. The Mile of the Plant-Based Pugilism, salute. Joshua Sawyer, salute. Manuel Momo, salute. Mingo Brown, the third, salute. David Dixon, salute. Neuro Lay, salute. Charles Cozier, salute. Jamaican Salad, salute. Christopher West, Gerard Casher, Billy Bosch, Wayne Jr., Mosquito, Big LT, salute. What's shaking, my peoples? What's shaking? Big Jag, salute. Op B Brown, salute. What's shaking? What's shaking, my peoples? Paul Clark, B&B Boxing. King Bush, MGB Gang, salute. J-Rock, the Champ, salute. What's shaking? What's shaking, my peopleizations, man? Bird for Marketing, salute. Miami Soldier, salute. It's Just Boxing, salute. Fountain South D-Town, salute. What's good? What's good? What's shaking, my peoples, man? Let's talk about it. Ethan Daly, salute in the super chat. Says, salute Blue Blood and community, support the channel. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, Ethan Daly, man. Smash the like button, donate and support to the channel, man. As we see, YouTube don't hand out the notifications. YouTube plays games, you know what I'm saying? So let's support the channel, man. Smash the like button, support the channel. Shadow 979, Supreme Boxing 75, Sylvester Solomon, my brother, salute. Vado Newton, salute. TB Boxing Addict, salute. Chrissy Chris UK, salute. What's shaking with you? What's shaking? Daniel Mitchell, Vado Newton, Lamar Brown, Mir, Bernard Burton, salute. What's shaking? Yeah, smash the like button, man. Get the likes up. Support and donate to the channel, man. Support and donate to the channel. Smash the like button. So, what's good, my peoples, man? Kenneth Johnson, salute in the super chat. He says, salute, Blue. Great work last week. Salute to you, King. Abu Khalik Harris L, salute. What's shaking? Paul Clark, Lyman Paulie, my brother Lyman Paulie in the building. What's good with you, Lyman? Noble Young, salute. Tyrone B, salute. Salute to my brother Kenneth Johnson in the super chat, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, smash the like button, man. Get them likes up, man. And support the channel. Michael Marr, 1972, salute. Lothario Robinson, salute. Rayman Max, salute. What's good, my peoples, man? What's goody? So Eddie Hearn is trying to get the easiest route possible for Dillian Whyte. Larry Show, Mr. Tiger 401, Ricky Knight, Hurricane Carter, salute. He's trying to get the easiest fight possible for Dillian Whyte, right? So they want to get the fight with Andy Ruiz Jr. Why? Because Andy Ruiz Jr. is not committed right now. Daryl Duan, JMJ 2121, salute. Mike Cap, salute. Aftermath White, salute. Musa Sisco, salute. I want to see Wilder not white out. Me too. Lloyd Gibson, salute. So they see the situation with Dillian Whyte, with Andy Ruiz, and that's what they're trying to capitalize on. You understand? That's what they're trying to capitalize on. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 100. Smash the like button right now. Get the likes up to 100. So that's what they're trying to do right now. They're trying to capitalize on Andy Ruiz Jr. They're trying to schedule it for March 28th or early April, right? Anybody that knows, Main Event Mark, my brother, what's good? Yeah, back home. Just touch back down, man. Thomas Hames, salute. Mo Your Sauce, salute. I ain't even go to sleep yet. TG, salute. Lloyd Lawrence, UK, salute. I haven't even went to sleep yet. I'm going to the UK though. I'll be in the UK soon, probably sometime this summer. Donald Brown, Black Cam TV, salute. My brother Jay Good in that super chat. What's shaking with you, big bro? He said the grind don't stop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. Big time salute. Salute to my brother CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell. What's shaking with you, bro? So yeah, they're trying to capitalize on Dillian Whyte shortcomings. I mean, on Andy Ruiz shortcomings, and they're gonna act like if Dillian Whyte beat Andy Ruiz, you know, that's a big accomplishment. Listen, anybody with any type of boxing knowledge or just any type of knowledge, period, right, understands, right, that it's not possible for Andy Ruiz Jr. right now. This is January, so you're talking about January, February, March. Does anybody believe that Andy Ruiz Jr. is ready to go in March? Came to win. Salute. Right? Anybody believe that he's ready to go? Charles Eubanks. Salute. You know why, Charles Eubanks? He said, I know this is off topic, but how come nobody is calling for Keith Thurman to fight Terrence Crawford or vice versa? Because Keith Thurman don't want that action. And it's a waste of breath. Sherman Callahan, salute. 2K Gold Kings, salute. Skills from New Orleans, salute. TBAB TMC, salute. So Beast Mode Skies, Sykes, salute. So it's a waste of time to bring up Keith Thurman. He's injured and he clearly don't want to fight. So why even bring it up? He don't want to fight Errol Spence. He don't want to fight Terrence Crawford. And he makes it abundantly clear. So it's pointless to even bring it up. Cutthroat Sports, salute. Chris _1328, salute. It's pointless to bring it up because he clearly lets us know he has no interest. None. He has no interest. Zero. Zip. None. Sergio Love, salute. None. Emmanuel Broderick, salute. Chuck Pease, salute. What's shaking? So he has zero interest in competing. Hetty he spiritual, salute. Check Hook, salute. King Slim 202, salute. Lord Sweat Real, salute. So what happened with Keith Thurman is Keith Thurman saw an opportunity with Manny Pacquiao. He thought he could get a legacy victory. Bilal Hobbs, salute. And he thought Pacquiao was over the hill. He didn't see much of a danger with Manny Pacquiao. So he jumped at the opportunity. He jumped at the bit after the Josito Lopez fight. That's just the truth of it. Garon Creation, salute. Bart Berger, salute. Syndicate J, salute. Hulu Hayden, my brother, salute. Supreme Boxing 75, salute. So he thought that he saw an opportunity and it backfired on him. Almighty Lord, salute. That's what happened with Keith Thurman. That's what happened with Keith Thurman. That's the truth. That's the truth. Robert Brown, 6218, salute. Mike Moe, salute. 22, Machiavelli, the Don Outlaw, salute. So that's what happened. Salute to my brother Christopher Jornet in the super chat. He said, salute, Big Blue. I like the Judah Lion in the background. Yeah, you see it, right? Yeah, salute, King. Appreciate you. He said, keep somewhere meditating. He said, love your question for Fury. Respect. Appreciate you. Shot Town's finest. Salute. Salute to the shot, man. Yeah, smash the like button, man. We should have 200 likes and support the channel, man. Donate to the channel. Support the channel, man. this is the only way we can keep continuing to grind, man. We got to support the channel, man. We got to grind. Corey Lorenzo, salute. Moyo Saw, salute. That's the way we keep the grind going, man. Y'all want me to continue to grind, man? Y'all got to show support to the channel, man. Show love to the channel. Support it, man. It's for y'all, man. It's y'all's grind. You understand? So support the channel. Support the grind, man. Nick Bailey, salute. Kieran Alexa, salute. Michael James 616, salute. Support it, man. Support the grind, man. I'm out here. I'm grinding for y'all. Support the channel, man. Smash the like button. Donate to the channel, man. Support it. Keep it going. Mike Caps, salute. KP from KC, salute. Boxwood Straight Right, salute. You understand? Smash the like button. It's for you, man. I listen, that's how y'all get the information. That's how, you know what I mean? I move. Y'all see where your dollar goes. So H-Town 713. You understand? You see where the dollar go, man. So support it, man. Nothing is free. Carlos Sayo, salute. Miami in the building, salute. Charles Mack, salute. Aaron Parker, salute. Ethan Daly said that's right, and we appreciate the quality interview. Salute. Yeah, because I'm gonna start opening the phone line so we can have people calling in and special guests. But man, y'all gonna have to support the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute, Christopher Jeanette, my brother in that super chat once again. Says support Blue Blood, my brother. Salute to you, King. I appreciate you 1000%. DJ, salute. I appreciate you 1000%, man. We gotta support the grind. Salute to Pittsburgh in the building. We gotta support the grind, man. This is we gotta grind, man. Y'all watching me out here grind, you watching me out here move. Support it, man. Smash the like button, share the videos, donate to the channel, man. Aaron Clark, salute. The Warrior, salute. We're getting ready to start doing big things here, man. We're gonna have more special guests on. Only reason I had to pull back is because I be moving around so much. So everywhere don't have service is not easy, man. Texas Elite, salute. Unique Graham, salute. Everywhere don't have service, so it's not easy. But I'm about to set some stuff up, man. We're gonna make it happen, man. So support the channel, donate to the channel, smash the like button, man. Share the videos. That's the only way you can do it, man. Y'all see me every other week, different cities and all that, grinding, man. For y'all. You understand? Bringing y'all that content. Come on. Underground Asylum, salute in the super chat. He says, salute, Blue Blood. I support you. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you 1000%. Big Dog T, salute. King Slim 202, salute in the super chat. He said, it's not much, big bro, but I got to support my bro. Nah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So don't say that it's not much. It's a lot. Y'all know my motto, man. I always tell y'all, you understand? If I had $999,000, I don't have $1 million. So if you give me $1 and you support it, guess what? Now I got $1 million, right? So you may not think it's something, but guess what? It gets you over the hump. Lamar Brown, salute. Donald Brown, salute. DJ Yo, salute. It gets you over the hump. So whatever you donate is love. You understand? So don't ever say it's not a lot. No, it's more than a lot. It's more than a lot. You understand? It's more than a lot. Legendary Top Cat, salute to my brother in the building, man. That's my brother. He resides in Texas, but he Harlem through and through. Salute. Salute to DC, man. Yeah, man, it's a lot, man. Listen, let me tell y'all something, right? You can take public transportation. I put $2 in a public bus. It gets me to my job. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody might not think it's a lot, but that $2 got me to my job. Steve Garner, salute. Angel Rivera Sr., salute. Around the world, salute. So it's a lot. It means a lot, right? Because it gets you through. So $2 get you to your job. You understand? So it means a lot. Donald the 64-year-old G Grant, salute. Almighty Lord, salute. So I appreciate y'all. So anyway, let's start talking about it, man. Let's get into this. Steve Garner, salute. We see that Deontay Wilder, he just held his press conference, and it seems to me as if the boxing world is coming to the understanding that he's the face of the sport of boxing. Nephew Charming Chucky, salute. Darren S, salute. Plymouth Rock, salute. Check Hook, salute. Yeah. So, right? It seems like the boxing world is now catching up. TZ Frank, salute. Harold Jones, salute. Ty King alive, my brother. What's good? Yes, sir. Tomorrow I have the phone lines open, man. Like I told y'all, I've been moving around and just grinding. You understand? Just Blaze, Dixon 1000, salute. Jupiter B, salute. So that's why I haven't gone live but one time and all of that. You understand? So it's a grind. Daniel Ruiz, salute. Yeah, I think he's gonna beat Tyson Fury, and we can ready to get into that. Salute to my brother Donald, the 64-year-old G Grant in the super chat once again. He says, salute to getting the job and you're worth more. Salute. Yes, sir. Dexter Allen, salute. So he said, how? I'm going to explain to you how. The boxing world's finally coming around, understanding Deontay Wilder's worth. Kelly Johnson, salute. Right? Salute to Raymond B's in the super chat. Salute my brother, the Dominicans in the building. Look out for Elvis Rodriguez on the top rank. Young Lion. Okay, I'm gonna check him out. Jafari Caesar, salute. Yep, reluctantly. Yeah, but they're coming around, right? So it's because, and it's not by choice, it's because they can't deny what they see. GTD, salute. Show Brown, salute. Carver Williams, salute. They can no longer continue to deny what they see, right? So how? I'm gonna tell you how. Eddie Hearn came out and he stated that he got to pay Deontay Wilder. Why? You think he wanted to volunteer that information? You think he wants to just go ahead and say Deontay Wilder caught up to Anthony Joshua and now I got to pay him? You think he wanted to do that? No, he can no longer be denied. It's just like this. 83 Devil Dog, salute. Mr. Tiptoe, salute. God's Child, salute. It's just like this. Remember, at once upon a time, Floyd Mayweather used to tell the boxing world, I am the cash cow. I'm the king of this, right? Catman 785, salute. Henry Brown, salute to you in the super chat. He said Al Heyman probably paid to Fury dive. LOL. Salute. So here's the thing. Right? Floyd Mayweather he placed himself in a position where the boxing world, the boxing pundits, the analysts, the media, everybody had to just say, they had no choice but to say, he's the king of the sport of boxing. He's the face of the sport of boxing. That's what had to happen. You understand? Thomas Moreland, True Benjamin, salute. You understand? Aaron Sills, salute. And here's where Deontay Wilder is placing himself as well. He's placing himself in that position. Eddie Hearn would never want to admit that he have to pay Deontay Wilder a 50-50 split. And guess what? So all the people that's going to be detractors, because you're going to get the detractors. John Vox, salute. Right? Here's the thing. Anthony Joshua is going to fight Kubrat Pulev. Then he's going to fight Alexander Usyk. Neither guy on the level of a Tyson Fury. And for that matter, in the UK, Dillian Whyte. So let's just say Anthony Joshua is going to vacate the WBO title. He's going to fight Kubrat Pulev for the IBF, right? Then he's going to have to go and fight Alexander Usyk. That's going to be the big fight for him in 2020, Alexander Usyk, not Kubrat Pulev. Real 6 SB90, salute. You understand? Deontay Wilder's fighting Tyson Fury. And let's say he goes ahead and chooses to fight, I don't know, Dillian Whyte, right? There you go, my brother Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, a.k.a. my bro and my co-host. What's good with you, Kurt?
Hey, Blue, man, what's going on with you, man? Glad to have you back.
Yeah, man, just back on the scene, man. Just settle down. I literally, Kurt, just got back like 3 hours ago, man. Literally.
Hey, man. Hey, you putting in that grind, man. Las Vegas, what was the weather?
Man, it was a high. The high there the entire time was 51.
That's it?
That's it.
For Vegas?
Yep.
Wow.
51, the high. And lows at night, man. It was like 31, 28, 9.
Goodness gracious. Well, when you was in Vegas, back in New York was like 65 degrees.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That how does this happen? Salute to Henry Brown in the super chat. LL like Cass going to need some water. Yeah, man. Yeah.
We got a big fight that's coming, man. We got a fight Saturday. Had a fight last week. I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's and we're gonna have some special guests on, man. I want to have them on at least two this week. So we're gonna work. We're gonna work, man. But yeah, I'm glad to be back, Kurt, man. Now I went somewhere and they had service, and then I didn't have the time and the time was throwing me off. Salute to Henry Brown in the super chat again. He said Wilder and Cassidy both lost to Arsenal. Shaking my head. Rayman Max, salute in the super chat. We appreciate you here in Jersey, Blue. Keep up the grind. Salute to New Jerusalem, man. Can't get right. Salute. Yeah, Kurt. So the hours there was throwing me off on top of trying to maneuver around. So I was looking at the clock, and by the time I realized I would have to start the stream, and for it to be this time, it had to be 2 o'clock over there, and it just wasn't working out that way, man. It was tough.
Yeah, I know. Well, when you're on the road, man, it's hard to do a show, man. You busy. That Bob Arum interview was great, even though he was in a rush, I could tell. Mm-hmm. But you interviewing A+ legendary people, even though we may not like some things about Bob Arum, man, he's a legendary promoter, so you can't take that away from him. So for him to give you some of his time, man, you're doing real big things, man. And as my Mitch voice from Paid in Full, you're doing big things, B. So, salute to you.
I appreciate you, Kurt, man. Yeah, we got to, I'm trying to get this to a certain place, man. This entire platform, man. So I'm just trying to network behind the scenes, and I want to get the platform, man, and the show to a certain place, man, every day. So once I get it to network behind the scenes and get everything where I want it to be, we'll be more consistent every day. So, but Kurt, let me ask you, they held the press conference yesterday, and I actually sat and met with Tyson Fury Saturday, but they didn't allow me to ask any boxing questions, not about what's upcoming fights. Coach Sheen, the Panhandler champion, salute. They didn't allow me, Kurt, to ask any boxing questions, and to his defense, they didn't let anybody there ask any boxing questions. So Floyd Mayweather channel was there. There's a couple people there, but they just didn't. They didn't want him to ask any boxing questions. They didn't want him to be asked any boxing questions. They wanted it, to be about the moment. And then there was some things took place behind the scenes outside with the event itself, and his team wasn't happy because some people tried to take advantage. Man, they were pretending like Tyson Fury was charging the kids and stuff to come in and take pictures and stuff, things of that nature. And that wasn't the case. So they caught people, trying to do that. And so, I think from there was like a turnoff for him, and he was kind of ready to go. So after that, once everything was over, he was gonna give me an interview, but he was ready to dart out and head back to LA for the press conference. So I ain't really get what I wanted, but it's all good. It's all good. And I was kind of like the person that revealed it, what was taking place, because they said that the kids had to pay to come in and take a picture. So I told Tyson Fury, I said, listen, hey Tyson, could you pick out 3 or 4 kids? And a couple of people, a couple of supporters from the subscribers and supporters from the channel was there. They know this personally. If you was there, you know this. So I said that Sonny D, salute, Damon Henry, salute. I told Tyson Fury if he could pick out 4 kids, you know, and I was gonna pay for them, you know, because they was charging them like it was coming across like $20-something or something like that. So I told him to pick out 4 kids, and I was gonna pay for them and the parents. And I think that's when it kind of got revealed, like he wasn't. That's not what he was doing. So he wasn't aware that's what they was doing. So it was kind of like some things that went on he wasn't happy with. But did you see the press conference though, Kurt?
Yeah, I've seen the press conference.
What'd you think about Tyson Fury body language? What you think about both guys' body language?
Well, you know, Wilder is always confident. That's one of his great intangibles as a fighter. He believes in himself. You know, he really does. You know, psychologically, that's big for a fighter. Fury looked a little hesitant, but you got to be careful not to go by body language in the press conference, because with a fighter, they're great liars. Their body and their mind is very sensitive. You know, some fighters, they look scared. You know, and it's during fight day in the morning, they get this energy. It could be negative or positive, and you know, Fury could come out looking like Gene Tunney. So we have to wait and see. I go by body language, but it's kind of tough because sometimes a fighter can change right before a fight. You know, his mental, and that's big for a fighter. But Wilder just looked ultra confident.
Yeah, I agree. You can't judge. It's very difficult to judge 2 fighters currently, Tyson Fury and Andy Ruiz Jr., because you just never know what you're going to get from them. Because they may look, you may judge them more for their body language and their appearance, and then you get a whole different fighter. So we just never know what we're gonna get from these 2 guys, you know. So judging Tyson Fury, I see a lot of people feel like Tyson Fury is scared. You know, I don't get that from him. I don't think that he's scared. I don't believe that he's fully confident. Right? I don't believe that he's fully confident that he could win, that he could beat Deontay Wilder, but his competitive nature won't allow him not to go back in the ring with him. So I don't believe he's afraid. I believe he's hesitant. I believe that mentally, in his mind, he might be saying, you know, could I do this? You know, could I get through the fight without getting caught and losing? You know what I'm saying? It's like you know, you be hesitant to do some certain things. It's like a defensive back in football, right? You could be you as a wide receiver. Now you know you feel like you could cover this receiver, but you ask yourself, should I press him or should I play off? It's not that you're scared, right? But you're thinking, you're overthinking, because this receiver could be Randy Moss' skill set, right? He's tall, he has a lot of speed. You know, so you second guess, should I give him a cushion? Should I bump and run him? Right? How should I play this dude? You know, and so I think that, you know, if I play too close, he might beat me deep, right? But if I play too far off, he might just chew me up underneath, right? So you feel like you have the ability, right? But you got to have a short memory. And I think that Tyson Fury don't have such a short memory with this situation, because I think that, you know, like Deontay Wilder says, he got knocked down and he don't remember how he got there and how he got up. You know, so it's like, what did I get caught with? You know, anything that because you know, he was quick enough to hit me with a combination that I didn't even see, and he was standing right in front of me. So, you know, I got to ask myself this, you know, what did I get caught with? man, I could get caught in between the exchange and get clipped again with something I don't see. And when I get up this time, the fight gonna be over. Satavius Walker, salute. Wayne Jr., raise the dead ink, salute. You know, so I think that it's because a lot of people are taking it as fair, as if he's in fear. I think that every boxer, once they step through those ropes, will have some sort of fear of butterflies because they're risking their life for our entertainment. You never know when you step through those ropes, are you going to step out the ropes the same way you step through them? So I think that they all have some sort of level of fear. But when I'm thinking about it, right, as far as Tyson Fury, I don't believe he's afraid because he believes in his ability. I think that he's second guessing his approach to being victorious. How do I pull this off? Do I actually go forward? Do I continue to do what I did the first time and try to just, you know, mimic that and try to get to the victory? And then he's saying to himself, are the judges going to give me the decision? Because you see, all of these things seem to be playing in Tyson Fury's his world. You understand? And it just seemed like he's a little bit scrambled. He's a little bit all over the place, right? He don't know if he want to press the fight. Like he said, I dance circles around him. So why wouldn't you dance circles around him again? You know, some guys, there's a saying, right? Make it easy on yourself. Why would I make it hard on myself? You see what I'm saying, Kurt? Make it easy on yourself. Why make it hard? If Floyd Mayweather, what he say about Marcos Maidana, the second fight ain't gonna look nothing like the first fight. I can promise you that. He gonna make it easy on himself. You know what I'm saying? And if he danced around Deontay Wilder the first time, why not dance around him the second time? You know what I mean? So what you think, Kurt? Am I on point or more?
Now I'm explaining it like this. You know, you make some good points because the way he got knocked down and the family worried about his well-being and his welfare, you know, that weighs a ton on a fighter because, like Wilder said, he got baptized. He don't know how he got down there. He don't know how he got up, you know, and he might be, like, really hesitant, you know, fighting Wilder because he knows how dangerous Wilder was before the first fight, even more so the second fight, you know, being knocked out like that. That knockdown in the 12th round, you know, was big for Wilder because now he can ride the momentum off the last fight, that knockdown. But the only thing with Wilder, he can't, and I don't think he's going to do this, overshoot his punches like he did in the first fight and be over anxious. You know, it's Fury is already on the defensive because even though Fury's big and he's a good boxer, when you have a puncher like Wilder, it changes everything. It upsets the apple cart because now he's saying, man, I can't get knocked down like I did in the last fight because what people don't talk about is Wilder having a cold, not being 100%, and only weighing, I believe, 209 pounds. You know, so
and he broke his right arm before that fight, right in training camp.
You know, and it's like, you know, man, that right hand is just more than a power punch. It makes people think. And then you're watching him destroy Brazil, and you're watching him destroy Ruiz, you know, and Wilder's savvy with that right hand, man. He throws it in a variety of ways that people don't think about. When he knocked out Ortiz, he shortened it up, and he aimed for the forehead because Ortiz had the gloves up. Fighters, when you fight an opponent, that you look at tape, because if you say he don't look at tape, then he's lying. So, and you know, I don't know. If Fury wins, I give him all the credit because I think he's a good boxer. You know, I think he's a little overrated with his technical skills because we saw that against Otto Wallin. You know, but I think Wilder's just going to be a better fighter this time around. The last fight showed him he can't show people, he can't be over anxious. So, you know, he has a lot to weigh on Fury, man, and it might change his game plan if he gets hit early, you know, because sometimes a fighter can be hurt, but, you know, and not show it. I know a lot of fighters like that, they disguise it. So when, if I was Wilder, I would work on the left hook too, because there's no way he could lose the fight if he develops another punch. Because, you know, you know, that right hand, it's just do funny things. So, you know, you was right on the mark that, you know, from a psychological standpoint, you know, Fury might be in trouble.
Yeah, Agro XR, salute. Dominique One, salute. And Kurt, I was thinking about this, right? I said I watched Roy Jones and Tarver, the second fight, right? And
Right.
I mean the third fight, excuse me, the third fight. And Roy Jones was, and clearly he was past his prime at that point. But even in the Glenn Johnson fight and the Tarver fight, he was so hesitant in those fights. And remember when he got caught by Tarver, he just didn't see that punch, right? Now, he didn't get up. He didn't beat the count. Now, Fury got up. But the combination remind me of it was similar as far as them not seeing the punch coming. And you know, quote unquote, being the better boxers, right? More the superior boxers. And after that, Roy Jones seemed mentally hesitant once he stepped in the ring. He sounded confident before he went into the fight, but when he actually got in the fight, he was hesitant, and I think he was hesitant because he just didn't know where the punches was coming from. He just couldn't. I think that he just couldn't see it anymore. And I think that Tyson Fury got caught by Otto Wallin with that left hook repeatedly in the fight because I believe he just couldn't see it. He just couldn't see it. And I think, remember that Wilder caught him with the right hand left hook. And then Otto Wallin was catching with the left hook. Tom Schwartz don't count. But Otto Wallin was catching with the left hook. And it makes me think that when Tyson Fury is in the ring with Deontay Wilder, February 22nd, I'm feeling like in my gut, we're gonna see that version of Roy Jones. And I'm not saying Tyson Fury's past his prime like Roy was, but just hesitant. He's gonna be real jittery and hesitant in the ring because he just don't know. And it's not the fear; they have the confidence. They believe in themselves, but they're hesitant because they just don't know where the punches came from. So it's and subconsciously they're thinking about where that punch came from. How'd that happen, right? And so they're thinking more than they're actually boxing. Am I right, Kurt? When I say that?
Yeah, that's been the case for a number of fighters, man. It can change their whole game plan. Listen, if Fury wins the fight, I will give him all the credit in the world because he's up against it, man. Because you know what happened the last fight, but you know, I just don't see Wilder losing the fight because you know of the 12th round knockdown, and you know people can be like, well, that's the last fight, but we're going by psychological damage, mental, because remember his family, people was worried for Fury, and something else happened with Davison that they're not telling us. You know, to get rid of him like that, you know, and take on Sugar Hill, Javon Sugar Hill. You know, I don't like when fighters switch trainers, you know, midst of a big fight. So to me, all that matters. It just seems like Wilder has more of an upside than Fury, man. You know, and especially if he gets clipped with that right hand, or if Wilder barely misses it, it's going to give him a lot to think about, and that's very, very important.
And remember, Kurt, the Roy Jones comparison. That's another thing you brought up that makes me think of the Roy Jones comparison. Is remember he brought his dad back and all of that. And remember, Tony Ottawa kept saying, "See, I bring families back together." Remember, he kept telling him that I bring families back together. So you know, Roy Jones made all those adjustments, and remember, Roy Jones was saying he clearly outboxed Tarver, and you know he was a superior boxer, but yet he was making all these changes. Tay Brown, peace and blessings, Queen. Gerard Casher, salute. Satavis Walker, salute. Lawrence RBE, salute. Dante Bowie, salute. Why not? Salute. Johnny Appleseed, salute. Who we got? Milan Javanovic. Salute. All right. There you go. This is what's with all of the silly hats that I wear. So yeah, Kurt. So remember, Roy Jones made all those changes too. Chilltown Major, salute. Aaron Clark, salute. Sports 101, salute. He made those changes too. Remember that, Kurt? And so it just, I don't know, for whatever reason, I just see a hesitant fighter in Tyson Fury in the ring. I think he's going to be hesitant. And I think that Deontay Wilder has that Antonio Tarver confidence. Jermaine Hood, salute. Fab Castro, salute. I think that he has that Claude Brown, salute. Son of Tank, salute. I just think that he has that type of confidence. And I think that, he can't see himself losing. Boxing and barbecue, salute. And I just think he's going to be victorious. And Tyson Fury, what you think about this game plan? Tyson Fury saying that he's going to gain weight and he's just going to press the fight. He's going to come forward. Mike Tastic, salute.
If Fury comes forward, he's going to get his head knocked off. He got to box on the back foot, throw a lot of punches, but box very carefully, be cautious. Like Wilder said, you got to be perfect for 36 minutes. I only have to be perfect for 2 seconds. So, that's just hearsay. But get into your previous question. I like I said, I hate when fighters switch trainers because I've told you many times. I tell people that fighters are their biggest and greatest liars because they won't look in the mirror and blame themselves. Oscar De La Hoya used to change trainers multiple times because he wanted to blame somebody. So, now Tyson Fury is doing it, instead of saying, I should have got caught. I had a lapse on defense, so like Sugar Hill was going to make him better. If that's what he believes, and that's what he believes, but I don't see that. It may backfire, because he's been with Davidson for so long, and the trainer knows his fighter. But, we'll see. I just got Wilder catching him, and I will say 9th round. But, it's just going to be, I think, hard for Fury. The Fury game plan, to me, is to box on the back foot and hopefully Wilder look like he did in the first fight, but I don't see that happening.
No. Chris Ray, salute. Underrated Darkness, salute. Alec Cartier, salute. Sherman Callahan, salute. EM, salute. Yeah, Kurt, I think that he feels like if he comes forward, he could come, how you say, like underneath Wilder's punches, But I think that the problem with that is people are not taking into account, and this is where they're underestimating Deontay Wilder's ability to fight on the inside, his ring IQ on the inside, and that uppercut. D-Lo 4-4 boxing, salute. They're forgetting about that uppercut, Kurt. I think that, it's so overstated that he can't box to the point where, Fury, see, and this goes back to what I said, Kurt, P. Machinio, salute. He don't have the confidence. I'm not making all these adjustments. I'm going to totally switch my game plan when I felt like I completely outboxed him and dominated the first time. Who does that? For what? Why am I totally switching up the game plan? Why would I do such a thing? If I completely outboxed him and I dominated the first time, and the only thing went wrong in the fight was I made 2 mistakes, was saw me gets dropped, and the referees, and the judges was my only shortcomings. Why would I get rid of my trainers, hire a whole new trainer staff? Why would I gain weight and come forward? Why would I, that makes no sense. Why would I tell myself that I need a knockout? If I clearly outboxed them, you got the judges' attention now. So you could go back to that style, and they're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. C Love, salute. Broderick Hunter, salute. they're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Wayne Jr. still in the game. Salute. Big Low's 415. Salute. They're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because you are a high-profile fighter in the sport, and you made enough noise about the referees and the judges and not getting a fair opportunity that they're gonna want to over give you a fair opportunity. They're gonna overextend to give you a fair opportunity. So, yeah, smash the like button, man. Get the likes up to 400, man. I don't know how many likes we got. How many likes we got, man? Patrick Scott, salute. Mosquito, salute. Eric Joe Hagen, salute. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes up. Support the channel. Donate to the channel. Support the channel. Smash the like button. Get the likes up. I don't know how many likes we got, but smash it. Jules of Life, salute. David Scott III, salute. Mark Theo, salute. So yeah, Kurt, you know, so I think he's gonna beat Tyson Fury. I think that salute to D Black in the super chat. They said 270. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes up to 400 right now. If you haven't smashed the like button, go smash the like button. Roy Fokker, salute. Edison Santos, salute. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes up to 400. Dante Bowie, salute. Come on, man. We got 300 right now, 380 people watching. Yemen Yisrael, salute. And I know that people gonna say, well, I don't see that number. Well, I told y'all before, I'm the creator, so I see a different number from y'all. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 400 right now, man. Get the likes up to 400 and support and donate to the channel. So, yeah, Kurt. So, you know, I think that what round, how do you see this fight playing out and what round you see it ended?
Well, I think Fury's going to try to box like he did the last time. I think that Wilder's going to be the same fighter like he fought last time. But I think Wilder is going to jab more and be more patient, you know, because a one-punch knockout artist being patient is dangerous than a knockout artist having raw power and get you out of there in 1 or 2 rounds, you know. Wilder should jab, and I think he will jab. And I see Wilder like stunning him in the middle rounds, maybe 4th or 5th round. I think Wilder is going to start getting to him. I think Fury's going to try to move, and I just think I say around about the 8th or 9th round, Wilder's going to hurt him and get him out of there. So I'm taking Wilder TKO in 9 rounds.
Salute to Eric Jenkins in the super chat. Tyson goes in 4. Yeah, I got Kurt. I said, and I know people think it's weird, but I got him either going in the 2nd round or the 9th round. And the 2nd round, I believe that depending upon how Deontay comes out, I think that he could go in the 2nd round. I think especially, and I've been saying this before, Fury said that he wanted to press the action and come forward. I just feel like it's going to be the 2nd round, and if it's not the 2nd round, that's because of Deontay Wilder's patience, and then it'll go to the 9th round because Fury is smart, he's bigger, and I think that, you know, and when I'm comparing him to Luis Ortiz, so Luis Ortiz got to the 7th round. I think Fury could get to the 9th. And I think that yes sir, 83 Devil Dog. I think so. I think that I think that Deontay Wilder is going to hide the right hand. He's going to be patient, you know, so patient that it'll carry to the 9th round, you know, just because he's not pressing the action. And I think that at some point in time, Fury is going to, you know, he's going to make a mistake. And the mistake he's going to make is, I think if he, and I believe him, I believe that he wants to press forward because I think that he had fool's gold. I think he had, and what I mean by that, Kurt, is in the last fight, in the first fight, when he got off the canvas, remember he pressed the action in the 12th round and he was having success. And I think that he's saying to himself, you know, the last memory is the lasting memory, right, Kurt? So he's saying to himself, you know, I had success coming forward. I should have been doing that the entire fight. And so I think that he's going to look at the situation and say, you know, I should have did that the entire fight. And this is what I'm going to do this time. And I think that what's going to happen here is I think that he's going to do it, and it's going to be a lot of tying up, a lot of inside, a lot of referee breaking him up. But at some point in time, he's going to exude too much energy, and then he's going to wind up taking a step back. And you know how you get fatigued and you start to fight off the back foot when you get fatigued. And that's when I think Wilder's going to, jab downstairs with the straight left, and fatigue is already set in on Fury. He's going to make a mistake pulling out, and Wilder's going to throw that right hand and bang him. It's going to look like the Brazil fight. It's going to look a lot like the Dominic Brazil fight. Salute to See Love in the super chats. He said, smash the like button. I think Wilder going for that cut area, and if it opens up, that if that opens that up, he's going in about 8. Yeah, that's another factor. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes to 400. Gerard Castro, salute. That's another thing, Kurt. That injury, we haven't seen him, compete with that injury. This is going to be the first time. So your first fight, your first real action, live action is going to be against Deontay Wilder to test that above his right eye. Pull counter boxing, Dundada, salute. And I think that's another thing that could play a serious part and why I think it could end in the second round. Because if Wilder hits him with that jab, that left jab, and he puts enough on it, he sits on that left jab, and he lands it over that right eye, it's going to open up. So enough, Peter, salute. It's going to open up, and that's a problem. But the problem with that is, 704 Joe, salute. The problem with that, Kurt, is that I have with that is, if it does, that's going to be the excuse as to why Fury lost. The cut opened up. He couldn't see. I don't like when fights end like that. I just don't like it. It don't sit well because you never got a true gauge of who really won. Jupiter B, salute. And so that's going to be the excuse. That's going to be the rhyme and reason for why he lost. He couldn't see the right hand, or I could see something happen where the referee stops the fight or something like that if that cut opens up and gets too bad. And Fury is a showman, Kurt. He a showman. So he's going to pretend that he want to continue to go forward. And see, the difference is, and I know people going to say, well, he fought through it with Otto Wallin. Yeah, Otto Wallin is not Deontay Wilder. He's not Deontay Wilder. It's a difference in not being able to see out of one of your eyes against Otto Wallin, who was about 5 inches shorter than Tyson Fury and didn't have much power. And it's a difference in fighting Deontay Wilder, who's 2 inches shorter and with the most power you probably ever seen in the sport. That's a big difference. Femi King next, salutes. Crypto Gang, salute. You know what I mean, Kurt? But what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, my feelings is if Wilder pumped that left jab out of there, because I think he don't use it enough. It makes it easier for a knockout. It's good. It's great to be patient, but pump that left jab out there, because when you look at fighters who had great right hands, they use the left hand, to shut up the right hand. You have a variety of jabs that can help you to deliver the coup de grace, the knockout punch. You can use a blinding jab, a sharp jab, keep them busy and occupied and have them thinking jabs, and then, come straight down the middle with that right hand, But like I said, when I looked at the fight again, Wilder didn't fight the best fight because he said it. I was over anxious. The moment got to me, it was a big moment. I wanted to, impress, people, and it was my first big fight, and he didn't perform up to his capabilities. Ever since then, Wilder has become a better fighter, and for Fury, like I said, his size is a plus for him. He can box, he moves well for a big man, and I will give him all the credit in the world if he beats Deontay Wilder, because I always look at a fight, a big fight, a super fight, going into the fight, who has the intangibles, who has the momentum. Tyson Fury didn't look good against Otto Wallin, and Wilder is coming off 2 scintillating knockouts over Brazil and Ortiz. And now he's even more confident, you know, but I don't want him to become over reliant on the right hand. You know, you set up the knockout, you build blocks for a knockout. You know, he was patient against Ortiz, you know, because if the fight is close, they definitely going to give it to Fury this time. Trust me. You know, the politics and other garbage, they definitely will give it to Fury. So I would want Wilder to get up to a fast start. I don't like him being behind like he was in the Ortiz fight, because even though he's a brutal knockout puncher, you can't always rely on that one punch, because sometimes that one punch don't come. The best way to score his knockout is when you build blocks for a knockout. You're ahead on the card, the momentum is going your way. You know, you got the fighter on their heels, as they say, and then bam, you know, the knockout punch comes. That's the bonus, the coup de grace, the finishing touch, the night out ring. So Wilder has to have that mindset. He can't get behind in the first 3 or 4 rounds, and because then momentum starts to build, and then you give the fighter, you know, confidence in saying, I can beat him. I can beat him even though he has that right hand. So I want Wilder to come out like gangbusters, man. Use that jab, you know, his athleticism, because in the first fight, Fury was having success. I think he buzzed Wilder in the 12th round too. I saw that. He shook Wilder, you know, and you know, like I said, they give Fury that fight. But Wilder is a different type, different dude now, man, and I think stronger. He's a mentally stronger fighter, and he's more polished. That's the word, polished and seasoned. A fight like that can change a fighter's career for the better, and I think that's what it did for Deontay.
Black Conscious King, salute. Yemenya Yisrael, salute. The fourth card decree, salute. Jason Richards, salute. Carl Brown, salute. Rizukes 1, salute. Yetna Desire, salute. Big Time, Denard Reed, my brother, salute. P. Depp, salute. Who else we got? Jonas Khalid, salute. Kadeem Jackson, salute. What's good? Issa Israel, salute. So yeah, Kurt. So I'm in agreement with you. World Combat Sports, salute. Now let me ask you this, Kurt. Deontay Wilder told Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, he wants them to keep the same energy after he knocks out Tyson Fury with the 50-50 split and wanting to fight. Retros for Life, 79 Boxing, salute. Where you been at? KF Harris, salute. He said that he wants them to keep the same energy after he defeats Tyson Fury for that fight. He wants that fight. Centino's Boxing, salute. So do you believe that Anthony Joshua truly wants to fight at this point in time? Do Anthony Joshua feel like he just has nothing to lose, and he wants to go ahead and, because I kind of feel like a part of me feels like Anthony Joshua is at the point where Bojack 654, salute. I think that he's at the point where he just wants to get it over with. You know, I think he's tired of that ghost chasing him, and I think he just want to go ahead and get it over with at this point, win, lose, or draw. You know, he just want to face the music and go ahead and move on. I think that's at a point with Anthony Joshua. But how do you see this, Kurt?
Well, I don't believe Anthony Joshua, but the more Wilder wins, the more the pressure mounts for a mega fight with Joshua, provided he win his next fight, which I think he will probably fight Pulev. You know, Pulev ain't, you know, nobody could be writing home about. So he'll knock Pulev out. And if that happens and Wilder knocks Fury out, then you got to make that fight. But I don't know why I trust Anthony Joshua say he wants to fight. But sometimes, you know, the pressure is so great for a fighter, he has no choice. As they say, pressure busts pipes, you know. And I don't want Wilder to lose or Joshua lose, because I still want to see that fight. But, you know, it's at a high where if Wilder knocks out Fury February, and whenever Joshua fights, April maybe, you know, he wins by knockout, because Wilder and Fury, they always have a clause for a rematch. But who would want to see a rematch if Fury gets knocked out? You know, I could see it being close. Okay, have a trilogy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I don't know if I believe Anthony Joshua, man. You know, because the fight should have been happened. So you know, we'll see in the near future. But for right now, I don't believe Anthony Joshua. I just don't.
Yeah, salute to my brother. Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens, my brother. What's good? So you know, I think that it's just the opposite. I think he just wants to get it over with. You know, he no longer. I think he's at a point in his career where he just feels like, man, just get this weight off my shoulders, man. You know, he didn't sign up for this. Ari Writer, salute to Eric Jenkins in the super chat. Joshua wants no parts of Wilder dreams. Yeah, I think that it's the opposite. I think that he does want it. Not that he really wants it. I think it's more so less of it's become pessimist. You know, he's just like, man, he didn't sign up for this, right? So, and he wanted to fight, have these fights and things of that nature, but he didn't think that Deontay Wilder was going to be this thorn in his side, for his career. And I don't believe Eddie Hearn thought that either. He came out of nowhere in their eyes, Adolfo Gil, salute. He came out of nowhere in their eyes. Jimmy Snooker, salute. And I think that at this point in time, after the loss, I think he's just, in a space where he's just like, man, let's get it over with already. You know what I mean? Salute to Corey Elman Jackson, my brother. Andrew Bendoff, salute. So I think Randy Ridley, salute. I think it's just a point where it's just it becomes is just stressful for him. Lamont Griffin, Troy McCullum, salute. And I think that he just wants to, not that he wants to fight, but he wants to get it over with. He just wants to go ahead and just do away with the entire situation at this point. It just didn't pan out the way he thought it was. He didn't think he was going to run into Andrew Ruiz situation, and he didn't think that he was going to, Wilder was going to emerge, and then now he has to deal with this situation, and then look who Wilder is. Look at his personality, and look what he's doing. Peace and blessings, Michelle Bouchard. How you doing, Queen? I just think that it just became to a place where, if he get the Wilder fight, get it over with, win, lose, or draw, however it play out, he'll go ahead, stay in the UK. Reese Daniels, salute. I think he'll stay in the UK, and at that point in time, he'll just have fights in the UK, because the UK supports win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? Look at Ricky Burns. He's still marketable in the UK. You look at Derek Chisora, no disrespect to these guys, but they're still marketable. David Price, he's still able to make a living and make a name for himself. You know what I mean, Kurt? So I think it's to the point where he doesn't even care if he's, and I know he's a competitor, so I know he wants to win the fight, but Ace Max, salute. I think it's more so of the fact that it's just, just go ahead, let's just get it over with already. You know what I mean? It's like when you got a bad toothache, you prolong and you taking the antibiotics, and because you want to do everything but get that tooth pulled. You don't really want to sit in that dentist chair. You in fear of the dentist chair. You don't want to do it. But it's only so long you can use these antibiotics and painkillers before you got to just go ahead and get in the chair and get the tooth pulled. Whether it hurts or not. It's just a point where just get it over with at that point. So I think that that's the point where it's at with him. That's just in my opinion. But Kurt, let me ask you this: what you think about Eddie Hearn and Dillian Whyte pushing for the Andrew Ruiz fight? And they even put out a date, Kurt. So this lets us know that they don't really want any true competition for Dillian Whyte. They put out a date where the date is March 28th, Kurt. We're in the middle of January. Well, last time we saw Andrew Ruiz, 300 pounds. His trainer, he's in the middle of, if he's gonna retain his trainer in Manny Robles, or he's not. He's not in the gym. We know he's not in shape. It's no possible way that he's going to, be able to March 28th. They said March 28th or early April, the first week in April. This is the middle of January, February, March. You giving Andrew Ruiz 2 months? Not possible, man. What you think about that, Kurt?
Well, boxing is a dirty game. I blame Andy Ruiz because Dillian Whyte and Eddie Hearn simply is just trying to take advantage of a bad situation because of Andy Ruiz's weight. So they figure right now he won't be ready. Even if he's trained, the way he lost the title, the weighing 287 pounds, he might fire Manny Robles. They look at him as a wounded duck because some people believe Andy Ruiz will never come back from that. So they just trying to take advantage of a fighter who's not physically and mentally ready. And if they schedule a fight that's very near, because March will be here in no time, that he is no way in hell he's going to be at his peak prime physical and mental condition. So that's what they're counting on. So they're trying to catch him cold, as we say. So that's the rules that Dillian Whyte and Eddie Hearn play by. Dillian Whyte figured Andy Ruiz is finished. There's no way he could lose all that weight and be effective. There's one thing, when you're in training camp, you work on strategy and being your supreme physical condition. But they believe that this camp, with the fight coming up with Dillian Whyte, that Andrew Ruiz will be too busy trying to take off the weight rather than, concentrating on the game plan and strategy for his next fight. So that's what they're doing. So that's why boxing a 30 game, your opponent's trying to catch you, being overweight, So, I don't blame them, but, taking advantage of that. So I kind of blame Andrew Ruiz, for that, So I just think that Dillian Whyte needs to fight Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder got a big fight coming up February. Fight Luis Ortiz. He's out there. He's free. So fight him. The fighter you ducked before. So I don't think much of Dillian Whyte anyway, because look how bad he looked weighing 271 pounds against the great Maurice Watt.
Yeah, 270 pounds. He was 270 pounds himself. It's amazing, man. Like I said, they're trying to catch Andrew Ruiz and use him as a namesake to say, this is a big fight. But we know anybody that knows, right, the sport of boxing right now, and you indulge in it, that he can't be ready. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, right? So it's just in a place where Eddie Hearn is just trying to push for it, because the namesake, right? He's still a hot name right now, right? He's still a name where people can identify, and so they're trying to capitalize on that. Lawrence Williams said, Whyte versus Povetkin, March 28th or April 4th. Povetkin's billionaire promoter already confirmed it, just like he confirmed AJ fight 6 months before it happened. Well, I don't know how he could confirm that when Eddie Hearn is campaigning for Andrew Ruiz. And listen, Lawrence Williams, you could be 1,000% right. Green Machine, salute. Boston's strongest one, salute. You could be 1,000% right, but I know Eddie Hearn was all over Andrew Ruiz's social media yesterday. Millionaire Mindset, salute, campaigning for Andrew Ruiz to fight Dillian Whyte. Big time, salute. So all over social media, Eddie Hearn was on there because Andrew Ruiz put up who should he fight next, and Andrew Ruiz said he was back in the gym. Manny Robles didn't say anything, so obviously that's a clear indicator that that's not the direction he's going in, right? John Whiteman, salute. Ashin Garibi, salute. Fury will win. Okay. So Dillian Whyte, man, I want Deontay Wilder to fight Dillian Whyte so bad, Kurt. So bad, man. It's not too many fights that I just yearn for to happen, but that's a fight that I want to happen so bad, Kurt. What you think?
Yeah, me too. Dillian Whyte kind of, ticked me off, man, by his attitude, coming at Wilder, he does a lot of barking, all bark, no bite. Some people like Dillian Whyte. I don't think much of Dillian Whyte. The competition, he fought, or Povetkin. If he fights Povetkin is done, man. Heavyweights like Michael Hunter, people are big on, not me. Povetkin is way past his prime. Dillian Whyte, I don't think much of him. I just want Wilder to knock his head off, but, Wilder has unfinished business. He's not going to fight Ortiz, so I could see him fighting Povetkin or somebody lower than that, just to keep himself, intact, and relevant in the division. The guy don't want smoke with dangerous fighters. I can't respect that, I mean, if he was brave, he would call out Luis Ortiz. I believe Luis Ortiz is ranked number 4. Call out somebody like that, instead of calling out the winner of some, let's say, Adam Konaski versus Robert Helenius for March 7th. Right. Call out somebody who's a threat. But he's not going to do that because he's a fraud.
Mm-hmm. And it's Damian Hennig, salute. It's Zidar Pro Ferrov. I want to see Wilder versus Eddie Hearn. UK Pixel, salute. So smash the like button, man. Get the likes up to 400, man. I don't know how many likes we got, but get it up to 400. Adrian Stonehouse, salute. He says he hopes Fury beats Wilder. Jimmy Boxing, salute. So, man, if you guys in the chat, man, y'all got any questions, put it in the chat, and we'll answer the questions before we get off. Since I don't have the phone lines open, we'll have the phone lines back open tomorrow, Kurt. But
yes, sir.
JL Ramirez, salute. So y'all got any questions? We'll read the chat, man. We'll answer the questions, and then we'll get on out of here, man. So Pito Frescobar, Kel C, salute. What's shaking? Randy Figueroa, salute. So Chris Alexander, salute. So yeah, Kurt, man, we got so in your top 3 in order, how you want to see Wilder's next 3 fights after Fury? Or should I say with this Fury fight and the next 2 for the 2020?
Fury, Dillian Whyte, Anthony Joshua.
That's the same. That's the same order I have, and I have it that way simply because Anthony Joshua going to vacate the WBO, and I want the Wilder fight with Joshua to be for undisputed. Now I know a lot of people just want to see the fight. Me personally, I want it to be for undisputed. You know what I mean? But somebody asks, let's see, Big Dose 513, who y'all think wins between Ennis or Virgil Ortiz? I got Jaron Ennis, no hesitation. Skill set, foot speed, foot movement, athletic ability. It may be tough in the beginning, but once he settles in, Noah GX, salute. Once he settles in, he say watching from Japan. So salute to Japan. Once Jaron Ennis settles in, because it's gonna be a big fight, Ortiz is gonna, have a lot of confidence. He's gonna come forward. But Jaron Ennis sometimes leaves himself vulnerable to get hit. We saw in his last fight. Sometimes he shouldn't even get hit in these fights. But so Virgil Ortiz is gonna have some slight success early, but I think after that, by the 5th round, Jaron Ennis is gonna start dominating Virgil Ortiz. He's gonna start just dominating him. What you think, Kurt?
Yeah, I was telling my friends, and arguing with the Virgil Ortiz fans because they think he's Salvador Sanchez mixed in with Berto Duran and Finito Lopez. I done broke him down already. I done watched him fight like 5 or 6 times, and no disrespect but he comes from a culture that is repetitive. When they talk about their fighters, they rely on power. They rely on opposing their will on you. But when they can't get you out of there, there's no plan B. And when you fight certain fighters from a certain country who has genetics, athleticism, footwork, defense, can move left to right, that style is not going to resonate with American fighters because it's not a race thing, it's a culture thing. You know, it's going to look a lot like Mayweather Canelo, Mayweather and Marquez, King Zaire Rahim and Eric Morales. And I know Eric Morales is a lot better fighter than King Zaire Rahim. You know, but the style gave Morales six. Whitaker and Chavez Sr., you know, because footwork is very important. And like I said many times, you know, a fighter without footwork is like a blind man without a cane. A footwork allows you to neutralize your opponent. And Ortiz is a big puncher. He's aggressive. I've seen that before. You know, I see how it works out. It looks good against BC level competitions. They put him in the ring with Orozco and Herrera. And I was trying to tell a certain idiot on a certain boxing channel that they was past their prime, but you always put a young hotshot fighter against an experienced guy who's past their prime to give your fighter work. You know, it's always designed like that. And Jerron Ennis, you know, has more junk in the trunk, as we say in the gym. You know, his ceiling is higher because you haven't seen the best of Ennis. Not Ortiz either, but you know how he's going to fight. He's going to try to overwhelm his opponent, but Ennis can box him. You know, I call little Joe Frazier eyeball. You know, Friday night, he reminded me of Joe Frazier, but his idol was Tyson. I saw the T-shirt. You know, Ennis was rolling with those punches. That's what Roberto Duran used to do. So it looks like he's getting hit, but he was rolling with those punches. He didn't like his defense, but he's not going to fight like that against Ortiz or anybody else as he step up in competition. It's just that I like fighters who have a plan A, plan B, plan C, who have exquisite footwork. And when you think of all the great fighters, you know, you put emphasis on footwork. Muhammad Ali, Leonard Sugar Ray Robinson, you know, Gene Tunney, Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, you know, fighters like that. You know, it's proven fact that fighters with footwork will beat fighters who doesn't have footwork. And remember what Bernard Hopkins told Kelly Kaplan after he dominated him. He said, I'm going to teach you to fight like a black fighter. He said, it's not a race thing. It's a culture thing. I want you to start bending your knees. If you want me to train you, I'll train you. That's what Bernard Hopkins told Kelly Pavlik at the end of that fight.
Yep. Don Donnie said, why did Wilder send White a message saying 2 years? Now look, 2 years it is. Why, Blue? First, Deontay Wilder said that, and I heard he said that. I didn't see it. I don't remember it, but I do recall people saying that he said that. But yet, he gave Dillian Whyte the opportunity to fight before the 2 years, and he didn't take it. So that's Dillian Whyte's fault, not Deontay Wilder's. He gave him numerous opportunities to do it before 2 years, and he chose to go in a different direction. So that's Dillian Whyte's fault. Jafari Caesar said Kalnaki versus Brazil. Who we got? I got Dominic Brazil. Who you got, Kurt?
I like Brazil right hand. Kanaki has no defense whatsoever. Brazil ain't Willie Pett. Felice's defense is a little better than Kanaki. Kanaki leaves himself open too much.
Yeah, he said he showed the message on his own. Well, that's all good. He still gave him the opportunity within the 2 years, before the 2 years, to fight, and Dillian Whyte opted to go a different direction. So regardless if Deontay Wilder told him that or not, he changed his mind and told him and gave him the mat to fight him before that, and he chose to go in a different direction. So that's a lot of posturing by Dillian Whyte instead of just go ahead and take the fight. Period. Yeah, Adam Kanaki to me don't have no defense, man, and Dominic Brazil has power. So I think, and Dominic Brazil is more athletic than people give him credit for, and he's 6'8", and he knows how to box. So I'm giving, and you know, Adam Kanaki pulled out that fight, right, Kurt?
Yeah, he chose a much easier opponent, Hellenius. So I look at him funny, and he's supposed to be a tough Polish dude, but he ain't want no part of Brazil, man.
Nope. DJ Zion Love, salute. What's good? White offered Ortiz a career high payday, man. Main event, and Ortiz ducked the facts. Don Donnie, I'm no longer going to continue this conversation with you because you clearly don't know what you're talking about. But it's good that you believe that. He offered Ortiz a career high payday. Man, some people just believe anything they hear instead of just putting put the pieces together for yourself. It's not hard. It's not hard. You put the piece together, and it's not hard. So, okay, if that's the case, why don't he fight Luis Ortiz right now? It's simple and plain. He's available. Ortiz available. Why not fight him right now? Now laugh at that. What's funny about it? Make the fight happen right now. Simple. Everybody wants to talk about the past. Never mind what he said. Never mind what's going on. Right now, Ortiz is available. Make it happen. Simple. Yeah, millionaire mindset. He said Brazil not fighting Adam Kownacki no more. Nope. He chose to go a different route, man. He's fighting Helenius. And I mean, it was just perfect for him to fight Dominic Brazil at the Barclays Center, and I mean that just made too much sense, man. You know what I mean, Kurt? That just made all the sense in the world. But it just goes to show, Mahari Nation Sports Podcast, salute to you, my brother. It just goes to show, Kurt, that everybody want to take the easy route to the titles. Amazing.
Yeah, he's
man.
supposed to be a tough guy, from Brooklyn, and tough Polish dude. They got a reputation being tough, but I don't see toughness picking Helenius. My son can beat Helenius, man. So if that's what we chose to go by, that's the fight. We got to look at out, and it's going to be on Fox too. So I'm like, Brazil would have been a perfect matchup. It would have been a fan friendly, sitting on your couch TV fight. It would have been perfect. So I was kind of taken back by him passing up Brazil. So he's not as tough as I thought he was. I mean, I thought when he fought Ariel, I said, okay, even though I knew he was going to win, it was a good scrap, So I said, maybe Kownacki got some heart, and he bypassed Brazil, man. So I look at him sideways.
It's funny, right? There goes 619, Cali Factor, salute. Jazzo, salute. Mr. Boston Move, salute. It's funny, right, Kurt? Dillian Whyte ducked Dominic Brazil, and now Adam Kownacki is ducking Dominic Brazil. But this is the same Dominic Brazil that everybody said wasn't a good fighter when he fought Wilder. But everybody, tough guy fighters, Dillian Whyte and Adam Kownacki are going around him. Dominic Brazil said to Dillian Whyte, and here's another thing, right? So see, this guy come here talking about, oh, why didn't you fight Dillian Whyte? Well, Dominic Brazil said to Dillian Whyte, he said, Dillian Whyte, how about me and you fight? Since you don't like the position I am in to face Deontay Wilder as the mandatory, how about me and you fight to see who fights Deontay Wilder for the mandatory? And guess what Dillian Whyte did again? You got it. You didn't see Dillian Whyte versus Dominic Brazil, now did you? Dominic Brazil offered to face him to put himself in a position. So did Luis Ortiz. Not hard to figure out. It's just not hard to figure out. Point blank and period. Guy needs fire. Salute. So he was there. Dominic Brazil offered to pull out and said, listen, Dillian Whyte, since you feel like you should be the mandatory, and I feel like I should be the mandatory, then let's me and you fight. And that settles it. Dillian Whyte went a different direction. So listen, let's stop talking about Deontay Wilder avoided Dillian Whyte. Go ahead with that, man. You make no sense.
Man, that's ridiculous, man. But I'm gonna say this the sidebar about Luis Ortiz. He should have been further along, man. His management is very poor, his team, because when he knocked out Brian Jennings you know, they should have rolled the momentum off that victory to get him bigger, better fights. He should have been fighting Joshua, but your manager can be your downfall and talk about, you know, being greedy, talk about we want more money, kind of sort of like Aaron Pryor's management team. You know, that's why he didn't get the Leonard Duran fight. And this is the same thing. Ortiz should have been, you know, knocking Anthony Joshua between the ropes at Madison Square Garden. But it wasn't him that ducked. He just received bad advice from his management team. And he's lucky that he did make some money. You know, he should thank Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder didn't have to give him a rematch. You know, I believe he made $7 million, maybe a little more, but you know, he better think his lucky stars because now he's on the outside looking in. They're knocked out again, and each day passes, he's getting a little older. But I just never liked Luis Ortiz's management.
Mm-hmm. And I love how people come in and say he offered Dillian Whyte offered. Dillian Whyte can't offer nobody nothing. Let's just understand that. Let's get that clear, right? And then he offered Ortiz his career high payday. Really? Show me proof. Trayon Thompson, salute. Show me proof. Donald Reed, salute. Daniel Reed, salute. So show me proof that he offered him his career high payday. Huh? Who is Dillian Whyte? He's never been a champion. He fought for a title one time. If he never fought for a title, right, Kurt? Because that fight against Joshua wasn't for a title. Salute the nerd Jen in the super chat. If Dillian Whyte is trying to get Wilder fight, he's doing it brilliantly because he can't get a fight based on his resume. That's a fact. But Kurt, he ain't never even fight for a title, did he?
No, I think the closest is Continental. Some belt he be having, and I believe he fought Joshua European title, which you know ain't a world title, but I think that's the closest he ever sniffed to a title. So, you know, he was not cold, but anyway, or knocked out. But you know, he does a lot of talking, man, a lot of barking.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Roy Babino said it was the European title. So yeah, it's not even a official title. Like, come on, man. You talking about dude never even fought for a title. Like, what has he done in his? He's known for peace and blessings, Georgia Peach, Denise. Peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing? Chris Alexander, salute in the super chat. Kurt, the dude claim to fame is getting knocked out by Joshua. Rocco 3, Iron Whitaker, salute. Dane Watson, salute. That's his claim to fame. And people are backing this. Because he talked his way into you believing it? He chapped in your ear for all this time and told you that he's such a good fighter. And so now you're starting to spew, you're starting to repeat what he told you. And what did he do to earn a title shot? Because he said that he did something?
He looked terrible against Walk, man. He looked terrible.
He looked terrible against Oscar Rivas, too. He lost the first fight with Derek Chisora in my eyes, and most of the boxing world eyes. The second fight, he was losing the fight, but listen, he got to hit him with that beautiful hook and knocked him out. You can't take it away from him. But he was losing that fight. He got dropped by Oscar Rivas, and then we know that the situation with the gloves, they didn't want to allow Oscar Rivas to check the gloves, inspect the gloves, and he changed the gloves at the last second. That's not even heard of in the sport of boxing. I never even heard a boxing commission allowing that. They signed the gloves for a reason, so you can't switch them up. B fighter, salute. They checked and signed the gloves for a reason. He switched his gloves, and Oscar Rivas couldn't do nothing about it. Then we know the allegations, right, with the failed UConn test allegedly, and he got dropped in that fight. Then he comes back 270 pounds and looks absolutely horrible against Maurice Watt. But you got guys here campaigning for this guy. He never fought for a world title. And the highest level he did get to, he got knocked out in the 7th round by a guy he said was a phony in Anthony Joshua. Like, I mean, I don't get it. It's just amazing, Kurt. It's amazing. I mean, people just boy. And when Wilder fights him, and he gets knocked out, and he gets starched in the fight, everybody's going to then turn it. Well, he ain't really fight nobody. He was never a really champion. He never held the belt. He never fought for a world title. Like, what did he do? He never even fought in the States. Like, I don't get it. Amazing, man. But Kurt, let's get on out of here, man. How many likes we got? Smash that like button, man. Get them likes up. Yeah, Kurt, let's get on out of here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, Blue back in town. You know, always on the grind, man. Great show like always, man. Glad to be a part of it. Salute to the chat. Salute to the LBBC. You know, we back on this boxing talk. We got J-Rock fighting on Saturday. You know, we got a lot of fights coming up. I thought, you know, I was watching the fight schedule, man. A lot of young fighters coming up. Showtime has like 3 or 4 episodes of Showtime: The Next Generation. You know, looking forward to that. You know, we got Garcia back in action, Danny, that is. You know, so we got a lot of fights. Gary Russell fighting February 8th. You know, so I'm looking forward to it. This is what we do. Talk about the great sport of boxing, the sweet science, man. And, you know, my name is Curtis Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar. You know, just a fly in the ointment, man. Until next time, peace.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Buzz Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Buzz Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.